We need to talk. Obviously, if I've been on this journey for like almost a year now. We're reaching the 1 year anniversary next month. I want to say, or by the time this comes out, I want to say it's the next month or so. And you know, there's been a lot of hurdles. There's been a lot that has prevented me from, doing what I need to. Uh, Obviously, I wish I could have uploaded more of the series that you all subscribed for, but ultimately I couldn't. And I do have to accept that. And it's just, it sucks knowing you could have done something you didn't. But that's just how it is sometimes. Sometimes you just have to accept that. On a brighter note, because this is supposed to be a fun thing that I want to do, because I appreciate every single one of you. Every single one of you that watches, every single one of you that comments, every single one of you that likes. Every last one of you. Even if you hate me. Even if you hate what I'm doing and you think I'm a fucking schmuck. I don't care. I appreciate you nonetheless because you're voicing what you want to do. You're telling me how you feel. No sweat off my back or you fucking hate me. I don't give a shit. I'll be honest. I don't care. Like, I wouldn't keep doing what I'm doing if it wasn't for you guys. And I don't just mean the fans. I also mean the friends that I've met over the past year because of wanting to start this series. Dimension X is a family focused project because it involves me and it involves some of the boss who he, even though I did have like my dad in my life, he was very much my father figure growing up. He's the reason why I like a lot of the stuff I do, and he's like the reason why I would say that I initially fell in love with the game. All those years ago. Like, obviously, like I had other people to play with, like my friends and like brothers and siblings and stuff like that. But like he was, well, I mean, I'm saying was, but he still is like that personal like rival that I don't really get to beat. And I mean, we as of late, outside of the series, we don't really play often, which like it sucks. But I mean, that's just how it is. Adult shit, having a job. But yeah, I guess I should get on to that. The main people who I want to like highlight and like publicly voice my opinions of Spooky Electronics, Duzen Cookie Wolf or Dookie, uh, Five Gaming Productions, Samuel, Alan TCG, and like many more. They're, I mean, initially when it came to Dementia X, Spooky was like the first person to give me advice on like the things I could improve. Like I showed my prototype for episode 1. I want to say like I think around this time last year, from when I'm recording. So it's March 15th when I'm recording this, and it it was very, it was very sloppy, I'll say. uh how the first portion of the duel is in episode 1, like the first half, is how everything initially was. So like barely any effects, like barely anything. And Spooky told me about like the issues and stuff like that, and then I took that into account when I did the Cross versus Sun duel, and it turned out looking pretty decent. And then from there, it pushed me to do better with it. I did episode 2 I did it relatively still the same way I did episode 1. I just took more care into every single portion of it, and I wouldn't have taken as much care and put as much into it, like as much as I would have loved the series. But like, if you don't know what you're doing wrong, you're gonna keep making the same dumb mistakes. That's just a fact. That's how it's probably not how everybody else works. That's how I work. If I don't know about something, I'm not going to fix it. And without Spooky's help, I wouldn't have known. Without the others helping me, and showing me, not only just showing me their own thing, but also just telling me, oh, I like this portion of this. I don't like this portion of this. Oh, this could probably be changed. This, that, and the third. The other episodes wouldn't have come out as good. And as I put in, I believe, episode 3's credits, I put them into the credits because that episode was mainly, it was mainly edited by me. I'm saying mainly. It was edited by me, but they were also watching as I was making it and like giving me the advice I needed and stuff like that during it. And honestly, I I genuinely appreciated it. I've made a lot of friends over the years. I've interacted with a lot of people. I've known people for years and years, but I don't relate to them as much anymore. They've grown out of the things we initially became friends over, and like as of now, it's just a thing where we've known each other for this long, so you can't just leave. But with these guys, it really feels like I'm friends with people who are like-minded with me, in the sense that like we like the same things for the same reasons. And it feels like I have people I can hang out with when they're available, as opposed to like people that like I just sink hours and hours into doing whatever, and then I just feel dead inside after, whether it's hanging out with them in real life and I just feel drained and exhausted and I literally don't want to talk to anybody for a few days, or just playing a game for hours and hours on end and playing a role I don't like, or playing a game I don't like for hours. It's different. It's nice. And I've enjoyed it. Throughout my entire, I want to say the last, I want to say throughout the last 12 years of my life, Yu-Gi-Oh! In general has been the highlight. It's what keeps me going. It's what helps me, feel good. I love the game in all of its glory. From modern to like old ass Legend of Blue Eyes format. I love this game so much. And Dimension X as a series is made to show that. I don't know if I've done a good job showing that. I mean, I would assume I do. You guys really like it. But, there's always that thought in the back of my head that I'm not doing enough. I feel like a lot of people have that. I don't know. Maybe I was just making an excuse. I don't fucking know. But gonna upload this as like an April Fool's thing. Well, April Fool's thing. I'll probably put it on for like March 31st at like 11:55, like really late, and then like, oh, when you see it, it's April Fool's, like, haha, like, yeah. But seriously, thank you so much for watching, for helping me through what I need to do for fueling my passion for this project. And thank you to my friends for being around there. I don't know what I'd do without you guys, and I really appreciate you guys welcoming me with open arms. And despite our differences, whether it's religion or just stances and views on like certain topics, that we're still friends. In high school, it felt difficult for me to make friends, like moving to a new town. And then, like, because I'm a Catholic, I'm a Roman Catholic, I would just hear a bunch of stuff, about like, oh, like being a Catholic, like, is like dumb, or oh, you believe in that pedophile pope, like, stuff like that. Obviously, hearing that all the time, and then also being a fucking stereotypical overweight nerd isn't really gonna make you want to come out of your shell and do shit. But despite that, you guys still accepted me with open arms. You guys continue to check in on me, and you guys still help me out all the time. I don't think there is an amount of words I can say to fully express how I feel about you guys, and I know I'm kind of being monotone and I'm being very reserved, but that's just genuinely me. Emotions aren't the strong suit. But yeah, thank you for being my friends. And then last but not least, to the people who have inspired me, thank you for creating something that you felt proudly about and passionate about and put so much effort into. Thank you for not giving up and continuing to create despite what anybody else says or does. And if I've ever come across in general to anybody as mean-spirited or greedy or trying to force myself into something that I shouldn't have, I genuinely apologize. That wasn't my intention ever. The only thing I've wanted is to do something like Dimension X. I've always wanted to be a part of a live action series, but I've never really had the materials or anything to do it. And then also, you know, I'm not gonna make excuses. Like, if I've messed up, obviously I own up to it. I'm going to apologize for it, and I'm going to try to fix myself in the future, but you know, that's just how it is. You can't expect somebody to forgive you. That's how it is. You can't expect anybody to forgive you. But the best thing you can do is try to better yourself and be better to earn that forgiveness. Because forgiveness is not owed, forgiveness is earned. I don't know what holds out for the future of this channel, the future of Dimension X, Wormopocalypse, and whatever future series I make or am a part of. But I know I'm going to do my best and put my best into it. And seriously, to the people who I consider my friends, thank you for being a part of my life.